InstaTrim is the easiest way and the most practical way to seal and create that perfect edge on any area of your home. I bought this stuff and I used it just like that. I put it around the bottom of the bathroom because I always thought it was kind of nasty down there. It kind of acts like crown molding does for your ceiling, but it'll go anywhere, all right? It's self-adhesive. You're gonna get 2 rolls of this, 10-foot long rolls of this. It comes in a variety of colors. Come on over, I'll show you. So you can get it in white, perfect for the bathroom or the bathtub. You can get it for brown if you want to do wood surfaces. If you've got more of a neutral area that you want to cover, get the gray. You will get 2 rolls of this stuff. It is amazing. It's easy to use. Let me introduce you to our special guest. Rick Wood is joining us. He's the man that brings this to us. So let's say hi to Rick. Rick, welcome into HSN. InstaTrim sold out. We just got it back. I know you brought this product to us, and people are absolutely loving it. Welcome to our brand new show, Rick.
Hey, Guy, how are you? Listen, I like your hat. I'm sorry you took that off. But listen, you know, I love doing projects around the house. But the beauty of InstaTrim is when I do the project, it's done. And I have to show you something. When you look at this ugly base molding here where it hits the floor, everybody's got these gaps and so forth. Now, I can come in here and I can caulk it, and I guarantee you, that in 3 months, I'll have to do it again. It's caulked. Because this is moving one place, this is moving at another rate. So I take my InstaTrim, I can cut off what I'm going to use. Now, I'm actually not going to cover this whole thing, just so you get an idea of the before and after. I peel off the protective trim, and there's a huge amount of adhesive on the back. You got to crack or a gap that's 3/8 of an inch or smaller. This is going to cover it. I'm going to place this in here. I'm just going to run down with my finger. There's no mess. There's no ugliness. There's no cleanup.
Look at that.
And I'm done. And you notice, you see, I'm kind of picking it up if I don't like the way it's laying.
Yep.
I push it in there with my finger, and I'm done.
Done. Rick, I used it around the base of all the 2 toilets in my house. It's unbelievable how good it looks.
Isn't it incredible? And here's, I don't know if we can, how well we can see this. We can move over a little bit.
Yeah.
But let me see if I can move to you. I really
can't. We'll drop our graphic for a sec so we can see it a little bit. There you go.
Right here, you can see the before and after. There's a gap where the guy's talking about where we don't even want to know what gathers in there with dirt.
Exactly.
Not only looks bad, it is bad.
Yeah, I know.
Now, I did this 9 months ago. 9 months ago. And this has been stored. I don't use this toilet on a regular basis. This has been stored in an un-air-conditioned storage facility. I live in South Florida. I haven't touched it. That's the beauty, and that's what I'm talking about. We do it once, and it's done. And Guy, I know you will have found the same thing. When it goes around that corner, it doesn't bulge out. It doesn't release. It's there permanently. And when that floor moves, when that toilet moves, everything moves differently, but this absorbs it. And that's the part, that's actually the patented part about this product. It has super ultra thin wings on the trim. And they just grab a hold, whatever surface they're next to.
Yep, I'll show it. You know, Rick, I've got a piece right here, and I wanted to show everybody how it works because it was so easy for me to do on my toilets at home. So you'll see there's a little strip on the back, and there's the flaps that Rick was talking about. That's what helps to seal it. So if you're doing around a toilet, you know, stuff gets under there. It's nasty. It's hard to clean. I don't have a toilet here, but I actually have a little edge here, and I want to show you how it works. So if you come in close, you'll see I'm going to peel away the backing. Okay, I'm going to take it off. There goes the backing. And then all I do is I go up to where I want to stick it in, and I start at one end, right? And I push it down, and this is all I'm doing. And to Rick's point, I just slowly work it into the entire thing, and I give it a press. Look at how perfect that is. Now that is it's almost like I said, Rick, like a crown molding, but it works. It's adhesive. There are no nails. There's no glue. You don't have to use any caulk or anything like that. And this is a permanent fix. So if I don't have to worry about moisture or bugs or anything getting under there, it works perfectly and I'm done. And remember, you're gonna get 2 rolls of this stuff in your choice of color. This is the dark brown. I have it in gray. And I also have it in white. And the finished look will absolutely blow your mind. You're gonna be like, oh my gosh. So if you wanna do it around, maybe you've got a wood floor or you've got a tile floor and just around the perimeter, the grout is starting to crumble, or it could be inside of your shower stall. You can use this. You could put it on ceilings. You could put it on floors. It goes anywhere. $20. This is definitely a must-have for you do-it-yourselfers out there. It's never been easier. You don't have to buy a caulk gun. You don't have to buy, any kind of special tools. You just run your finger right through, and to Rick's point, this will last year after year because that adhesive is super duper strong. If you do ever need to remove it, you can do that. Just get a screwdriver under the end, it'll pull up eventually. But it's a great, easy fix, and the best part is, Rick, it looks amazing.
It really does, Guy. And we're cutting it with a pair of scissors. That's all we need to use. And I'll tell you what I did. I had a project, and we bought just plain old lumber, 1x4 lumber from the local home center, and used that around the base. Now, there's always a gap because the sheetrock or the plaster is irregular. In my case, it happened to be plaster, so it was very irregular. And there's a gap. Now, I could have caught that. And like I said, in a few months, I could do it again. Instead, I used a plain piece of lumber instead of buying an expensive base molding. I put the InstaTrim, which you can barely see. If I turn this way, you can't even see that. But if you were to look in my home, you would see how beautiful that looks.
Seamless.
And it always stay tight.
It really is. And again, this show is made for people that want to save money, right? People that want things to look good. They don't want to hire a professional. I mean, Rick, if you hired somebody to come in and grout all those areas of your home, you're going to spend hundreds and hundreds, maybe $1,000. You don't need to do that. It's $20. You get 20 feet of the stuff for $20. So if you've got a larger room and you want to buy a couple of sets, go ahead and do it. It's affordable. Rick did all the work. All you do, and I love how all you do is just put your finger down. It's almost like a crafting project. It really is, but it looks so nice, especially around sinks. If you have one of those sinks that's an elevated sink, a basin sink, it's perfect there. If you've got areas where you're worried about insects, right, coming in and out, you can put it there. Look at how it joins between the tile and the wood floor, and it looks amazing. Just pick a color. Remember, 3 colors. This is the brown. It comes in this gray, and a lot of you may want to use the gray in a bathroom if you've got maybe blue tile, or if you've got sort of a neutral tile, you may want to use that. I love this color for doing it on wood floors. And then, of course, the white just is bathroom all day, right? So it's nice and sanitary. White by far is the most popular. It's $19.95. If you want to use FlexPay, you can, only $6.65. All about doing it yourself and getting the job done. And I love doing stuff like that. I'm one of those people, listen, they asked me in the beginning of the show, come up with 1 million tips for do-it-yourself. I'm like, I'm a do-it-yourselfer, but I do it because I just don't feel like paying for it, and I don't feel like waiting, and I don't want a stranger in my house. You know what I mean? So that's why I do this stuff. This is something I will guarantee, Rick, everybody could probably use in at least one room of their house.
Guy, there's a couple of things. One, I love doing stuff around the house. I just like doing it. But yeah. I'm not on the clock. So I can take my time, and I can do it perfectly. It looks great. If I have to redo it a little bit, this is very forgiving. I can push it in, I can pull it out, and get it. So this one looks perfectly straight now. So I'm done, I'm finished. Now, let's say we put it on the inside corner of a wall, or 2 walls come together. Now, we've got a big white strip, or brown or gray. We can paint it. This is totally paintable.
Really?
So you can't match exactly the color you want, paint it.
You know what, and I just, it's such a good idea, Rick, honestly. When I first worked with you, before I got it home, I was like, yeah, maybe I'll use this. Then I used it. And I got to tell you, when you walk into either my son's bathroom, or my bathroom, and you look around the edge of the toilet, it looks so nice. It's like a completely different thing, because normally you look down there and you're like, yeesh, because you know as well as I do, the toilet never sits flat on tile, right? It never does. Sometimes they'll grout it, and then when the grout gets messy, you're just like, oh, this is something that moves. Problem with grout is, as Rick pointed out, is that as a floor moves, and when you sit on a toilet, believe it or not, it moves, all right? That's what cracks the grout, and then you gotta do it, you gotta do that every 6 months. This, you do it once, and you're done, Rick.
Yeah, absolutely. That's my favorite thing. All my friends have ordered it for just that purpose. That's got to be the most popular use of this product. And you know what? It's not only looking good, but the most important thing these days, as we've all learned the hard way, it's easy to clean and keep sanitary. It's not letting those germs build up in there. And even when we clean our floors, stuff runs into there. Now it doesn't. It cleans off and looks beautiful.
Yeah, if you missed my in-house demonstration, I'll do it one more time. And actually, I had to pry it up to get it up. Rick, the stuff is really sticky. So anyway, you start in the corner, right? Like I've started over here where my hand is. Okay, so you push down, and then just follow your finger. It's got these little these little flaps on either side. And you see how when I'm pushing, they stick in? That is all you need to do. Then just take your fingers and pat it down. And I am telling you, look, I'm moving the table with it. that is how sticky that stuff is. It is unbelievable. If you want to get it, $20 is all it'll cost you. You get 2 giant rolls, 10 feet each. If you want to buy more, that's totally fine with me. This is one of those things that's addictive. You're going to do one room and you're going to be like, where else can I put this stuff? You're going to love it. 703-764 is the item number if you want to get it. It's only $6.65 on FlexPay. I just think it's brilliant, Rick. Hey, Rick, so, tell me the life expectancy, because I've had mine on for 8 months and it hasn't moved. So I imagine I don't have to change this out.
Oh, I don't think so. I think you're good to go for an indefinite period of time. I haven't seen it fail yet. I just switched this one out from the white, and as you say, it's pretty sticky, to the dark brown. It's a nice little contrast. If my floor was darker, this would really look sharp. And then when you're cleaning around, you don't make marks on your baseboard. But we've had this out for 4 or 5 years now, and it has, we just have great reviews. It doesn't really fail. I've never heard of one failing. Word of caution, if you're going to put it around a bathtub or anything like that, make sure that's super, super
dry.
Clean.
Yes.
Clean thoroughly, clean it with acetone, and then stick it down.
You know what I did, Rick? I used a little rubbing alcohol. That's all I did. I put some rubbing alcohol on a little towel just to make sure there was no water, because it's sticky. And if you stick it to water, it's not going to stick. So make sure you dry the area off really, really well. You can even take a hairdryer and just make sure it's super dry. That'll just make it stick even better for you. Rick, always a pleasure, my friend. Great product. Thanks so much for being the first item in our brand new show. We appreciate you.
Same here, mate. You stay safe.
I will, buddy. You too. All right. I love this show already. This is already, we're having so much fun. I love doing stuff that, really kind of helps you out, right? Come on over.